Alright.
There's no telling what lies in.
You're here. Good.
But if you don't fill up so much, you can actually go further. It's true.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I needed to tell you what I've learned. I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
And somehow he's gonna find out, I'm sure. He shows up everywhere. The catacomb assignment yielded more than I had imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room which had suffered decay amid the turned-over sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further if only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Flipendo. Confringo. Descendo. Flipendo. Confringo.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the team is insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Thank you. I've actually kicked the shit out of my own character.
Revelio.
Confringo.
Where... Okay.
Leviosa.
I'm not dumb, I promise. I just recall there was a wall in an earlier cave they let me climb that I did not think was going to work. And I did some... It was on a cave, actually. It was a castle. Side of a castle, and I did some parkour run up the side of it. And I've been confused about walls ever since.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Descendo. Confringo. Arresto Momentum. Flipendo. Wingardium Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio.
I'm gonna need dead bodies at some point.
Watch your step. I need to
Counter spells is in like the different color, or counter spells is in like specific spells that do...
Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
I said a weird pop-up, sorry. One of my Twitch extensions is broke, it's selling.
Descendo. Arresto Momentum. Bombarda.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb.
Confringo.
I read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
Revelio.
And then we're abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Flipendo! Repulsor!
See, I haven't actually had Flipendo and fought a troll yet. I never had Flipendo when I fought the trolls. I think I fought 2 so far. 1 in the wild somewhere, and then 1 for the campaign.
Now this is the sort
Spoilers,
of grave room I
Kappa.
want to be buried in.
And
Surrounded by grandeur.
neither of them did I have that
Grandeur,
for.
Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar. Accio!
It's one of these.
Guardian Leviosa! Expelliarmus!
Where the fuck did you come from?
Bombarda!
And what the fuck are you doing over there, Sebastian? Supposed to be watching my back.
Accio.
Jesus.
Guardian Leviosa! Revelio!
Do I need another one?
Repulsor!
There's 2 altars there. I didn't think I
We've
needed
made it
3,
this
but there
far,
are a bunch of
but clearly
bodies,
we have
so...
more to do.
Although I don't know where I'm going now. Oh, look at this. Also looks familiar. Okay, well, I see what I have to do already.
I need to find a safe way across.
I wonder if this makes enough light. No. They're gonna make me get down there.
Revelio! Lumos! Accio! Levio!
That's a lot more damage than I thought that would do. Well, I guess I should say not more damage, but it was a lot faster of a response than I thought it was gonna do.
Accio! Guardian Leviosa!
So it wound up doing a lot more damage than I expected it to do. Alright, this is what I expected, but where's the first one that I'm missing? Was I supposed to bring one with me? Did I forget to bring my own dead person?
Lumos! Accio! Confringo! Accio! Guardian Leviosa! Accio! Guardian Leviosa!
Not this one? Yes, okay.
Rickety bone bridge complete. Accio!
That actually it? Feels bad. I foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research has come before my fealty to the rules. But research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by the English Oak Wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one is looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bones as the key. I plan to return it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignments, learning the Imperious Curse. The spell is said to serve well against enemies. What is this? Okay, that's weird. Sorry, I was reading about this clashed Twitch extension.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
I think he knows where the fuck that's at.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
It's not totally like I put those there or anything.
If this archway's been
It wouldn't be this far back. This is also not the way I came into the room. This is the challenge way, so it could be back this way. Where did I leave the dead people?
Revelio. Accio.
Yeah, not what I was after.
Revelio. Bombarda.
Oh, interesting.
Revelio.
It's not in here, it's not over there, it's gotta be over this way.
Repulsor. We're in the tomb. I assume those examples come with the territory.
Where do I put this one actually is probably the question. Oh, okay. That'll do it.
You've done it.
Yo, these fucking Merlin challenges. You need like 10 Merlin challenges for like another 2 gear slots. I actually don't even know if I care.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
How do you know the Imperious Curse?
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Easy.
Expelliarmus! Compulso! Compulso!
Those curses are fucking something, dude. It's actually really cool to see them in the game.
Confringo!
I like that they also,
Another barricade.
I like they like break all
Considering how well
shields.
you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I
Rebellion.
try.
What do I have to bring to this thing? I can only assume I'll
This
come
looks
back.
different
I
than
don't
what we
actually know if I
faced
care.
before. Now we're also dealing with
Accio.
Wait a minute. Fuck sakes, okay. Fuck me, okay. Probably that one. Fuck with the other one. I'm already fucking... I can't actually tell what the fuck there's right on there. Oh well. I don't care enough. On with the main story.
Accio!
Definitely didn't see those spiders back there.
Leviosa!
Well, it definitely went Guardian Leviosa after I said it wasn't doing it before, so... I don't know, Dark. Maybe I'm just dumb. That's always been a possibility that I've been afraid of.
Revelio!
Ow. I am dumb. Okay.
Accio!
Now what the fuck was the second one?
Arresto Momentum!
Keep going.
Compulso! Accio!
That's definitely out of order. They don't give anyone this quiet, okay.
Revelio! Accio! Guardian Leviosa!
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
I like the little dance there. Sebastian, I hate your joke. I can't wait to cast shit on you.
Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
I didn't want to do it last time, but you got on my nerves. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. There's light on that one.
Bombarda. Repulsor. Ringo.
Crucial.
Imperial.
You just kill it anyway, yeah? No, doesn't make any damage.
Descender. Defender. Rest of momentum. Crucial. Imperial. Bombarda. Repulsor.
Yikes, it exploded anyway.
Propender. Descender. Propender. Ringo. Crucio. Arrest on momentum. Propender. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Accio. Repulsor.
Like this. Shit like this, they have so much health.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Like, so much health.
Accio.
Dead end.
Revelio.
Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit not only wizard kind but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic.
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
It says dark sacrifice, should probably leave it there. But he's also not going to leave it there. I'm going to say leave it, and he's going to take it anyway.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
So the first thing that's going to happen is his uncle's going to find out. Seems to be how this is going to go. Ah, speaking of,
Ominous.
fucking omnipresent, all-knowing, blind mother.
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his
boy.
mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more.
Well, that's not
hope I don't
how I
regret
expected that
this.
was gonna go.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Revelio. Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Yo, we lie so fucking hard.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
I can't ride a broom. What a walk. I guess nothing yeah. We can't fly or fast travel. I'm sure there's no reason for that.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
I think you're a little late on noticing that, but okay.
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
You won't get away with that.
Bastion! Be careful! Mine!
Got them. That was what makes them incendiary. I'm handling it. Expelliarmus.
Let's get this.
Expelliarmus. Revelio. Imperio. Expelliarmus.
They're closing in!
You'll not win here.
Sebastian!
I feel like I'm
be
having...
careful.
It's like my controller's having some problems here. There's quite a few times where I just could not move.
I'm handling it.
And it wasn't between his two combos, it was like in general, like... Felt like my controllers just turned off and came back on. I didn't actually see any issues with that, but it just felt like shit was not working. I know the Loyalist has the, at least I think it was a, what do you call it? A CC chain on that, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
Well, the difference, Sebastian, is you casted it during a cutscene, which means it's canon, whereas when it's not during a cutscene, we can do whatever the fuck we want. And it's pretty fucked up, buddy.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
What a cunt.